pressing the disadvantage. What's up?
No, I'm good. Keep going. Keep going.
But yeah, I love the way that Salem played super well against Kashmir, but he has a whole nother beast in front of him fighting against, the small hurt box of Pikachu. He's going to try to catch him in his Bayonetta combos, but it's going to be way harder than Captain Falcon was.
Oh, man, I have to say, though, man, just looking at the fact that right now we're going to have both of these players going at it, Bayonetta, Salem's Bayonetta, knowing how patient he does play with the character, right? Of course, we're probably going to notice the neutral areas, right? He spaces out, like I said before, he likes to just pepper % on the opponent whenever he's in neutral. I want to see what answers ESAM has in neutral. We saw Kashmir when he was playing against Salem. He tried to go underneath and see if he can shark with the up airs, trying to see if he can get something going.
Right.
I want to see what ESAM has up his sleeve here against ESAM. Here it is. Actually, against Salem. So here it is.
It's going to be interesting, too, because, I mean, both these guys, Brawl veterans, of course, and
yes.
Brawl was a game. Your SDI mattered so much against every character in every matchup, so ESAM, no stranger, especially Pikachu, he's going to be falling out of the Witch Twist combo, so I'm interested to see, what crazy combos Salem can come up with, because he's going to have to get creative, to catch ESAM in his good SDI on that small character of Pikachu.
Right now doing a good job of actually just avoiding a lot of these jolts, right? We see a lot of jolts coming out here from ESAM, and what Salem likes to do is just hang out on the right side of the stage. I will say one thing, though. Those neutral air shots don't rack up as much damage as these jolts do, so Salem's definitely going to have to be careful, because if ESAM plays this incremental game really well, I mean, he probably might get the upper hand, forcing Salem to maybe have to commit a bit more. Look at him. Salem's spacing, man. So
immaculate,
nuts. Yeah, right?
Exactly. Just basically barely fading away from the Pikachu, not taking any damage. And you know what? We saw him do this against Captain Falcon, and he spaced that really well. Captain Falcon, a much heavier character than Pikachu, so Pikachu taking these bullets, it matters a lot more than the last matchup that Salem just played. So he's going to stick to this game plan 100% until ESAM forces him to stop.
And I have to say, this style of play that Salem has is a style of play that can actually wear down players. Like a lot of times, people, from a spectator's point of view, may actually throw a thumbs down whenever they see the way Salem may play. But actually, they have to understand that this is actually a strategy, a legit one at that. When you're playing against opponents who potentially can actually lose their cool and start throwing out options willy-nilly because they're getting rather impatient, to me, that's a very smart strategy, because now you're making the game easier for you. You're waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. A lot of us are humans, right? Humans are actually prone to making mistakes. We're creatures of habit. So seeing the way Salem is playing can actually open up more opportunities for that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. ESAM, again, just trying to find his way in. And again, another clutch bat within coming in, for Salem, minimizing the damage that he's taking here. He's going to be able to stay to his plan, but he goes for a Witch Twist there. Can't find the back air C. There goes the SDI from ESAM, saving him from taking a lot of damage and potentially losing his stock, especially on Town and City. But, I mean, if we could track what has been doing damage this match, Bayonetta's bullet arts, way towards the top. He's just been spamming that the entire time. It's a really good strategy, but ESAM finds his way in, and ESAM kind of showing how to deal with the patient play, with counter-patient play.
Exactly.
Waiting for a really good opportunity to run in and rack up the damage. Pikachu, no stranger to racking up damage. Starting something as small as getting an up air, nair out of shield, really good stuff. It's better than taking, you can take like 15 of those little bullets, but then you get one combo and it all worked out for you.
Look at that. ESAM's like, oh, I didn't get my opening. I'll just play the same game you were, dude. I'm going to hang out. Chilling.
And now ESAM doing such a great job. I mean, if talking about the patient play, but it's really not working out. Salem instead turns on the jets a little bit, gets ESAM off the stage, and he's able to get some nice damage right there.
And now he's actually forcing Salem to be a little more aggressive, which Salem can actually do,
Wow, that was really nice movement from ESAM. Bat within, oh, that was a really dangerous situation for ESAM. Bat within into Witch Twist. It didn't connect, but if it did, ESAM was going to have SDI the best he can, not to lose his stock. Now we're seeing a situation. ESAM at the ledge. It's going to be a defensive Witch Twist. Nice option from Salem. That's a great conversion, though. That was really great read on the SDI. Going for 2 afterburner kicks instead of a follow-up Witch Twist or an aerial. That was really smart. Salem's so good at reading SDI.
And also reading the DI up. You notice how he had to use the jump to actually follow ESAM, allowing him to continue that conversion even further. This time ESAM going down after getting comboed. But yeah, the fact that he just forced Salem to burn that jump, that was really, really smart stuff. And here it is now, Salem in the lead after the fact that we saw ESAM showing a lot of great play in the beginning, right? Like he had the lead when it comes to just racking up a lot of the damage. Up close. Oh boy, this is a scary situation.
Run up smash. That's going to take Salem out. He was sitting at 119%. ESAM dropping a taunt too, feeling good. I mean, this is mental warfare, D1. This is what you need to do is you got to drop the taunt. You got to throw people out of their comfort zones. But sometimes, I don't think players like Salem and ESAM get shook very easily, especially not from an in-game taunt. But who knows, man? These two players trying to find an edge in this game 1.
Yep, and right now I could just tell the way ESAM is playing. If you look at the way, the look on his face, he's just ready to play this, to play this game. He understands the way Salem plays. He's not a stranger to it, and he wants to counter it. And look at that, all that damage. Salem, you know, that's one of the things that Salem has to watch out for. He may be really patient, but if he lets ESAM get the one opening, ESAM gets so much damage, making it hard for Salem to have to actually keep the lead. But understand, too, that Salem's conversions with Bayonetta, regardless of the fact that he's playing really patient, if he gets one hit and actually takes Salem to the skies, again, finding that upwards DI, but Salem, afterwards, ESAM is DIing downwards and out.
Yeah, both these players, you know, sticking true to the game plan, which is run away, but when I find an opening, I'm going to make him pay for it big time, which is just so, it's an optimal way to play for both these characters big time, especially in this matchup that's so scary. That amazing quick attack, though, gets a grab for his effort right there. ESAM doing a great job again. I mean, it looked like it was trouble for him after he dropped his first stock early to that nice Bayonetta combo, but ESAM clawing his way back, and actually he's in the lead now.
And look at the way Salem actually has to play this matchup because of the fact that this character is so short. Wait a second. Good stuff. Actually able to get out of there. Forward throw.
See what the conversion is. See what ESAM's trying to find. Yeah, you know, ESAM's not going to go for the up throw thunder because bat within is an easy reaction for Salem, as we saw, you know, earlier in this match. Looking for the up smash, couldn't find it, but it couldn't find the good hit, but he's able to find the weak one into an up air. Oh, thunder. Yep.
Bat within.
It's going to be, an amazing thing that Salem's going to rely on a lot in this matchup. ESAM might want to take a note of the clock. You can see Salem charging forward, though. These power shields were amazing from Salem. Good movement. Bayonetta, though, not a quick character. She's a lot of things. She's not very quick, though.
I will say one thing that's really smart. Noticing how ESAM, wait a second, good DI. ESAM actually making it difficult for Salem to catch him. Every time you see Salem try to dive kick, ESAM in the corner, and then ESAM will just quick attack to the other side. Right now, we have a timeout situation, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds already gone from the clock. This is 10 seconds of counting, rather. We're at 5.
Really, really tough for Salem. Oh, that was an amazing.
Dude.
Did you see the patience from Salem? He's not going to win this game, but oh my goodness. That turnaround up smash, the patience, like the mental fortitude to sit there and be like, I know I'm going to throw out. Do you see?
Salem's like, you slide devil. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to get that up smash, but you know what? We'll go to the second game.
Slide devil.
No, I love Salem.
He's amazing, yeah.
Really
cool
guy. No, man. Big shout out to Salem.
Yeah, Salem rules. But anyway, the game one is going to be going to ESAM. Immaculate play, though. He played, you know, initially he was playing super well, had the lead, lost it, gave it back to Salem, but then he fought his way back, able to take it, you know, 6 minutes off the clock. ESAM ahead. He's going to be taking game one, game two, Battlefield, and believe it or not, D1, Salem have found that neutral air button, and he's holding it down again.
Oh boy, here we go.
And it definitely, I mean, on Battlefield, I like this counter pick for Salem.
Yeah.
He has easier kill potential than Pikachu does, I believe. Oh, see him going for a thunder.
And now Salem right back in there, trying to see if he can get more damage. I mean, here's one thing that I noticed. Whenever Salem does manage to get the lead on the stage, he will start hanging out on the platforms. He wants to see what options the opponent's going to go for. And if they try to overextend on their sharking, they will potentially get caught by Witch Twist. Here it is.
Yeah, I like how Salem going for the double afterburner kick, trying to keep it simple, you know, get his nice easy combo. It should be 2 forward ones into a back air. Really good stuff. Salem catching on to ESAM's DI habits and making him pay for it.
Okay, now here it is. Hanging out, perfect shield and trying to DI out of there. And also coupled with the Witch Twist, Salem still keeping the lead. And here's one of the things that I also notice about this matchup. The fact that Pikachu is such a short character, it's actually not too easy for Salem to try to approach. You know, he'll have to go for lower forward airs, right? And also, probably one of his most reliant options will be the down tilt. But here it is, as you notice, ESAM just jumping over it like that. Yeah,
this is great thunder from ESAM. Turnaround, catching any damage is really good for ESAM right now. He just needs to rack up a little bit more, get Salem that death percentage. But Salem doing a great job catching ESAM in the air with these afterburner kicks. Again, we're seeing it getting a rising up air. Not quite enough to take out Pikachu's ESAM's first stock yet, though.
Yep, and right now ESAM just wiping the sweat off of his hands, getting right back into the game. And wait a second, that down tilt is such a good option because if you go for down tilt, you could actually go for up air, or back air, depending on the opponent using an air dodge or not, right?
Exactly.
So very smart.
Ooh, back air from the dead center of the stage, just demonstrating how powerful that option can be. Clearing out the first stock from ESAM very early, and you can see this strategy of, you know, triangle camping, jumping from one platform to the other, going from side to side, and also forcing ESAM to approach from below. Normally a really, really bad thing. You don't want to be above people usually when you're playing, but Bayonetta has that witch time ready to go. So if you unsafely attack her and she's on a platform, well, hang on.
Oh boy, catching him on that, get up right there. So much damage, and again, ESAM does have the good DI. At least he's not getting caught, you know, KO'd off the top most of the time, right? Usually he finds himself taking a lot of damage, but usually he gets out of there. And again, There it is.
Yeah, that's the correct DI. You want to take the damage, obviously not drop the stock. It's a lot better. Salem getting a lot of mileage again, though, off of that back air. Doing a good job. Nair, too, to kind of clear away ESAM from the stage. See what the option is. I like the try of the witch twist. Oh, the spike!
Just bringing him down, but of course, Bayonetta recovery.
It can come back from basically anywhere on the map. See, ESAM trying to get the rising, jumping up thunder, catching Salem, but cannot. Salem going back to his home on the top of the platform in Battlefield.
Chilling.
Definitely. Why not, man? I mean, he's got the lead. He's got a great option of which twist and which time to bail him out of situations if ESAM approaches. One thing I noticed in this match, too, is that ESAM's trying to approach more with quick attack, which is really scary to do, as we're seeing right. That one worked out, though. But it's scary to try to approach Bayonetta with quick attack, because if she throws out a witch time when you quick attack, you're gonna get witch time and you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh, indeed. One thing I know ESAM likes to do is to also use like the edges on this platform so that he can actually cancel out the lag of the quick attack. Here it is, though. Okay. Just trying to see if he can catch him, but Salem with the Salem special, run off into immediate side B, catches a lot of people off guard. There's the back air on the normal. That was actually a ledge attack. So he was probably expecting to see Salem try to go for a move that would cover the normal getup, but instead Salem jumping around whatever option ESAM was going to put out and just back aired. So that was really smart, because back air could also punish normal getup. So.
Yeah, that was a really, really solid game 2, from Salem. It doesn't get much better than a 2-stock victory on your counter pick. So answering right back, game 1 timeout, that's always not, not an easy pill to swallow, but, Salem showing, you can't shake me up after one game.
All right, here it is. We're back at it again with the play style that we noticed on Smashville, right? We didn't see it as much in the second game as there were a lot of platforms, but now Salem is able to just keep on racking up 1% at a time.
Nice. I like the bats into the down tilt. Keeps it simple. Keeps it another fair.
Oh,
He's going to keep it going.
A triple? Okay, actually decides to get right back on stage. Said, I got what I wanted. And now it's time to force ESAM to approach.
Yeah, and I like the air dodge read there, from Salem. ESAM going for the air dodge there was a really good option, because even if he ate the witch twist, he could SDI towards the stage and only take minimal percentage from the witch twist. But now we're seeing a lot of thunder jolts.
Did you notice? Okay, Salem's evasion is actually crisp. Usually going for a lot of single jump with the neutral airs, right? But he noticed that ESAM actually started alternating the pattern, making him go for double jumps right there. That was actually really smart. I'm sorry, man. I'm a big fan of platformers,
It's very good, yeah.
So it was really cool to see him, just go through that obstacle course.
But ESAM, though, doing what he has to do. That thunder was really good. It's just the timing was slightly off. Not able to catch Salem. Nice defensive down air, though. ESAM making his way back down to the stage for a rising up air. Out of shield. Can't find anything, though. Salem with the grab. Let's see what the conversion is.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, that was actually a really good air dodge right there by ESAM. You saw Salem try to go for the jump ABK, but didn't quite work out. And now, nice. He caught the drift. He was like, yeah, a lot of people tend to fade towards the stage and then try to trick me and fade back. Oh, he hits the stage again. Yeah,
reactionary forward tilt. Going to be booting Salem off the ledge, but Salem again, Bayonetta, so many good options off the ledge. And, Salem's so good with them, able to make his way back to center stage. And guess what, D1? He's pressing Nair again.
That's it. He's back at it. And there it is. Okay, this time ESAM, if you notice, he's just crawling in, waiting for the opportunity to get a free hit off of the neutral air, especially if Salem decides to commit to holding the neutral air. Because if he's holding it, then he's not witch timing.
See ESAM again running away, kind of setting the pace now more than Salem. Salem not shooting quite as much. Oh, there he goes. Now he's back in the sky. There we go. Yep.
He was like, you won.
He must have heard me or something. But that back air is super clutch. Not quite enough to take the stock yet. ESAM 121%, trying to make this rage work out for him.
Right there again, man. Okay, ESAM, he's like, let me just keep putting out those jolts. And here's a smart thing. ESAM, if he goes for the double jolts and forces Salem to go for the double jump, that actually makes it easier for ESAM to close the distance, because now the opponent is higher in the air and it'll take longer for him to get back on the ground. But here it is, that dive kick though, that's another thing that we have to take into account, because yeah, Salem could use the double jump, but he can alternate where he lands.
Speaking of that evasion that you love, Salem couldn't find it right there in the thunder, but he did footstool off of ESAM when he was on the ground, saving one of his jumps. Just a really good tool, especially if you're sticking with this camping strategy, jumping up and nairing. Though, this must be expensive for Bayonetta. If you look at all those bullets just flying out from all of her guns. Oh, no. A little bit of a technical flub. ESAM dropping, his first stock after. And that's really difficult, in terms of a mind game. Like, throw yourself off the stage like that. Unfortunate drop of your stock when you're working so hard for every percentage point against Salem.
And what did I tell you, right? Humans, we're prone to making mistakes. ESAM right there actually making a mistake, and Salem totally fine with just holding on to the lead now. He's like, okay, cool. My opponent just SD'd. I'm just going to keep playing my game. Exactly. And I like the fact that he's not trying to go for too many of the the witch times on the Thunder Jolts. I noticed that it looks like he wants to make ESAM comfortable to keep inching forward so that when ESAM does inch forward behind a Jolt, he can have invincibility. But right there.
Great use of the Nair by ESAM, going to be clearing out, you know, Salem's first stock. And that's how you, again, I mean, said it again. Said it once, said it a million times. Got to start making a comeback by taking away the first stock from Salem. You see Salem, though, not afraid, not shy to jump up, shoot those bullets a little bit more.
Yep. And if you notice, he tries to mix up the way he jumps over too, sometimes sneaking behind ESAM, making it difficult for ESAM to find a way to get a good read on Salem's landing. And here it is right now. We got a chain. Beautiful damage.
Yeah, drag down with the back air was really nice. ESAM forcing Salem off the stage again. Let's see what he can get right here. Salem, though, mixing it up with his Nair so much. There's just so much movement and so many different options that Salem can do. I mean, he can jump Nair, bait ESAM into coming in, and then not hold Nair to get the bullet arts, but instead try to cut him off with an afterburner kick. We've seen him do that a couple times, try to catch ESAM on his way in. But right now, I mean, Salem does have the lead. We did see a timeout in game one. It could definitely is an option on the table, you know, coming around in a minute 30 left on the clock.
Yep, and nice forcing the high recovery right there using the guns. And now we actually have Salem again in the lead. We're almost getting close to a minute left on the clock right now. Only like 30 seconds and counting left. Here it is. Nice grab right there, of course, by ESAM, trying to put himself in a good position with those jolts.
Right. Nice, a great trade for ESAM right there, breaking up the grab. ESAM again fighting his way back, down tilt, looking for an option right here.
No, but that dive kick was actually able to make Salem reset the situation. And again, oh, actually getting aggressive with that ABK.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You know, you have FD, it's a nice long stage. Bayonetta has a couple different ways to try to land on it, like grab at the ledge, forward throw.
Okay, guns are out, high recovery. Oh, Salem looked like he was actually ready for it, but did not get a neutral air out in time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different options that Bayonetta can use against quick attack, neutral air, hold it out. Oh, the up smash, that's enough. That is definitely enough. Oh my goodness, scooping him from, that was insane. What an up smash, what a reaction. Clutch play from ESAM right there. You can see it too. Look at how much look how tired he is right now, man. This is a tough set. Both these players working so hard. Every single percentage matters so much, you know, when both players are playing this way.
And right now, Salem is digging deep. You see him looking up a little bit, pondering, probably contemplating as well, trying to figure out exactly what should he do.
It's tough, man. It's just, yeah.
Shout outs to High Zero saying having a good time with ESAM, cheering. MVD rather, cheering for his boy ESAM, of course. You know, MVD very, 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 very vocal. Loves Lilat, which we have yet to see actually here in the set.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. It might be an interesting stage. I wonder if ESAM did ban it because I know, you know, Bayonetta players, we do, you know, enjoy going to Lilat a lot. The tilts help out, you know, her neutral B. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good.
You want to check?
No, I'm not cold. I'm just trying to make sure. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, back into it. These two guys trying to pick, you know, Salem trying to figure out, you know, he doesn't want to lose, be out of the tournament yet, so he's going to, you know, risk it on Town and City against ESAM's Pikachu.
All right. Fourth game here with ESAM actually in the lead, and you know we have to say this is really, really interesting. Noticing the way like Salem has been playing, right? We've been giving him a lot of props for his style of play here, but ESAM already understands how to fight Salem, and now it looks like Salem's just gonna have to mix it up. I mean, I want to see what exactly are we gonna see from Salem? A more aggressive play style?
There's so many things going into the match, right? Like in terms of momentum, like per game it changes, like depending on who sets the pace and who gets the first hit, who gets the first combo, who's feeling what. But ESAM, after that win in that last game, must be feeling the momentum overall. Look how much shield damage that Thunder does, by the way. That's something you don't get to see a whole lot because not a lot of people sit there and shield Thunder, but ESAM has these tricky ways of making you fall into these traps, you know, like that Thunder on the ground. ESAM, though, has to be feeling really good about himself after SDing, throwing away a stock, and taking away a Game 3 victory from Salem. So, like, the momentum is definitely in ESAM's favor right now.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that. The fact that he was actually able to bring it back after an SD is something to marvel at. And now here it is. I was actually going to, you know, looking back at the last match, I actually feel like Salem was doing actually pretty good. It's just that there were a couple key moments where he probably could have gotten a punish but missed it, you know, thinking about that high recovery that he forced ESAM to go for and actually missing it. Stuff like that can actually count a lot. You know, seeing the fact that ESAM and Salem have barely been leaving any openings, you know, the way that they've both been playing.
Absolutely, man. We're seeing more or less the same. Nair versus Thunder Jolt is the name of the game here. Finding an opening, ESAM, the first one to approach. Dead even game D1 after all this.
Yeah, actually 85-85 right here. It's definitely what we like to call a tight battle here. And look at that, the chase, but just a little bit off with the grab attempt.
The spacing was so nice on that down tilt from ESAM, sniffing out, the run-up grab. Not a great option. That Bayonetta's grab, she has, again, a lot of great offensive things, but her grab is not very good, compared to the rest of the cast. So ESAM, beating out the grab with the down tilt, being rewarded with some nice percentage, and now you see ESAM trying to find his way, breaking through Salem's defense, camping on the platform. Salem trying to find his way back up to the sky. Oh, actually, he's running in. Okay.
Okay, here it is, and the Jolts are back at it again, waiting for his opportunity to see what exactly is Salem going to go for. He doesn't want to fall prey to any of the witch times. I have to say, that's another great thing that we've been seeing here, right? The fact that ESAM hasn't really been leaving himself open to witch time opportunities.
I don't believe we've seen a witch time yet, actually. And Salem, he doesn't throw them out that much. Like, he needs to feel super he feels so confident in his Bayonetta play without that was really close. Sorry. He feels so confident with his Bayonetta play without witch time that he only throws them out. It's not very, very often that he throws them out unless he's super confident, especially in a situation like this, where it'll cost you your stock. Someone like ESAM, who, I'd say his reaction time is one of his best things as a player, especially using the speedy Pikachu. He's going to run up and up smash you if you whiff a witch time. But Nair, oh, super close. Not quite enough.
I have to say one thing, that Salem has been going for a lot of grabs, and these grabs actually haven't been working out. We've seen him just be a little bit off, right? He'll just be a little, he's not close enough to allow him to get that opportunity to convert. Here it is, up throw.
That is enough on the platform.
Exactly.
Just enough lift off the stage towards the blast zone. ESAM going up in this game 4. He could be closing it out.
Yep, and this time running away. Look at this, man. 3 minutes left on the clock, and he's just trying to make sure to keep this lead, going for all of these forward airs, trying to maintain the lead right now against Salem. I like the fact that he's actually mixing up the way he's playing as well.
After downward angle after burner kick, pushing ESAM off stage. Oh, that was a great trade for Salem, though. He'll definitely take that quick attack into the Nair. ESAM, I like it. He's regathering himself on the Angel platform, taking his time. Use all the resources you can in this game, D1, especially in a situation like this.
Yep, and right there we saw the bat within no up air chains. ESAM could have probably chained that into some really scary stuff, but instead we see Salem right back in the neutral, avoiding all of these jolts, trying to see if he can just find ways to weave around ESAM's defense. And there it is. ESAM says, nope, this time you're going to have to catch me. Looking like a cat and mouse game right here between both of these guys.
Absolutely. I love the way, ESAM, he just gets out of situations. He doesn't want to get caught on the platform, especially with witch twist on the table, up air, anything like that. Salem can just carry Pikachu and just take away his stock super early. So I like the way ESAM, sitting back. And you know what? To be fair, Salem kind of set the pace for this match right away, jumping up and doing all the nairs and just making Pikachu, force the approach. But ESAM answering whenever he had the lead and just camping him right back. He's doing a great job here. In this game 4, looking poised, to take it away. Looking
poised indeed with that DI. Every time we see Salem going for an opportunity to get a combo started, ESAM just keeps finding his way out. He gets caught by B's. Look at that. He's right out of there. Even the down tilt, we saw him DI fully away.
Yeah, absolutely. Against Bayonetta, you have to know all of her tricks, the way her moves work and everything. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in a bad position and drop stocks. She can take them away at any percentage.
And I remember, a lot of times people would always joke about, like, hey, ESAM, see, it's not so easy to SDI Bayonetta, but, I mean, he's doing it right now. He's showing that if you're able to just cut those long combos short, you're able to actually stay toe-to-toe with this character. And here it is.
ESAM off stage, not able to get the launching last hit of that forward air, but he's still in a great position.
Yep, was only able to tickle the character. Here is the up throw, though. Of course, not a true combo, so you see him escape, but wait a second.
That was a great heel side, not able to connect with the second hit, though. ESAM answers with the down air. Another good heel side.
Okay, nice. ESAM just keeps responding with these forward airs. And look at that, the DI off of that dive kick. Very scary situation right now for Salem. Of course, you saw ESAM not go for the Thunder.
That was a really rare forward smash. We haven't seen a lot of those from ESAM in the set so far. He's looking to close it out with a clutch one, but couldn't find it. Let's see what the next option is for ESAM to close out this game. Run up and grab. Really quick stuff from Salem. D1, I got to point out the clock to the 40 seconds left. Forward air.
Oh
that
my
air
goodness.
dodge read was so smart, but ESAM moved to the left and was able to go back onto the stage instead of going to the blast zone. ESAM has the lead. What's he going to do here? Is he going to go at Salem? 30 seconds left. He could run away.
Okay, good stuff going from both parts right there of the quick attack. Going all the way to the other side of the stage. Tense situation right here between both of these players. And here it is. ESAM trying to maintain the lead.
Back of the 6! Oh my goodness, ESAM, that was so clutch.
I can't believe that tech. And here it is. He barely nips him right there with that back air, trying to keep the lead. And he's going underneath the stage, trying to shave off as much clock as he can. There's the backdoor opportunity. And not a KO, but he has a lot of time.
It essentially seals the game for ESAM. 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what Salem can come up with. He's going to try to chase it. ESAM all the way under the stage, and that's going to be it.
See you later.
My goodness, Salem falls to ESAM. What an amazing set. Well played. I mean, 2 timeouts. That set. First game and last game closing them out. ESAM playing that so well. I like how, 30 seconds left on the clock is kind of like, that's a gut check time. Am I going to run in? Am I going to make some magic happen? Am I going to try to catch my opponent slipping, running at me too fast, catch them in their movement, catch them getting greedy? Or am I going to sit back? Oh, you can hear the crowd.
And we have the ESAM chance right here. Was that a 3-1 victory?
Sure was.
Wasn't even a game 5. Look at that. ESAM, I have to say, man, the way he was battling against Salem, it almost looked like... Wait a second. Okay, and right there,
ESAM calling out the crowd a little bit, saying, you guys are cheering for a timeout. I can't believe that. But let's hear it for ESAM.